The spiritual successor to Warhawk, known as Starhawk, is now in public beta for a select group of people. While you can expect normal beta issues like connection problems, glitches, and the fact that stats can change with the power of an update, you can also expect to get schooled if you don't know the basics of this third-person, shooter, vehicular manslaughter hybrid. This is IGN's Starhawk Boot Camp. The first thing to note about this beta is what's not available. While there's a basic leveling system in place, the Starhawk beta doesn't yet have a skill system. It features just 2 maps, 2 game types, and each team starts with a few buildings already in place. All of these pieces will change when the game hits. Rift Energy, the juice that lets you build and spawn vehicles, adds up really quickly on your base, and that may shift drastically, making the spawn and grab a flying hawk tactic obsolete from the get-go. So don't get too attached to any of your beta strategies. Let's talk about a few keys to help you kick ass in Starhawk. Frankly, pick a tactic and stick to it. That doesn't mean you can't dabble and play around with hawks, sniper towers, and turrets, but it does mean that you shouldn't squander resources by building and spawning unnecessary buildings and vehicles. You can't play an interplanetary Renaissance man and succeed. Starhawk is a team-based game. While you can find some success by running around on your own, it's a wasteful style. Talk to your team, pay attention to their builds, and plan accordingly. If you're gonna snipe, then snipe. Save up your resources, find a strategic location for a tower outside the range of the enemy's turrets, and start popping headshots. You may want to consider combining this tactic with the addition of the Vulture jetpack. That booster opens up a new world of sniping locations, but keep an eye on your ammo. With a defensive mind, or in Capture the Flag, plan to reinforce your base immediately. Throw down walls on all sides of your flag, pepper some turrets on the outskirts, and make sure someone saves up for a shield generator to protect your base from long-range fire. Consider building mid-map bases with all the same pieces so that you can mount a closer range attack and help your team's offense spawn closer to the action. Want to undertake a ground assault? Load yourself up in your team's bunker with missiles and other heavy firepower, and consider augmenting yourself with a jetpack. With grenades, missiles, and other heavy hitters, make it your job to destroy buildings, take out turrets, and undermine everything the enemy's trying to do. You'll get points for destroying buildings, so don't always focus on your kill-to-death ratio. Team up with a few other heavy-style players and spawn a Razorback. That way someone can man the turret while you quickly maneuver around the map. But we all know the most exciting element of Starhawk is nabbing that giant mech and raining down hellfire on the map. Fine, grab it. You know you want to, but keep a few things in mind. At this point, you can't damage yourself by flying into buildings and mountains, but be aware of the aerial pickups such as homing missiles and other add-ons. You'll need them, and your team will appreciate your successful offense. Also, know when to transform. Enemy turrets can do a number on you if you're not careful, so make sure to balance range and sightlines. Of course you can switch up your strategy, but don't be the guy building extra hawk platforms, unnecessary bunkers, and failing to help the team. Nobody needs that guy. So pick a strategy and stick to it. With a little luck, you'll be sitting on top of the leaderboards. But do you still need a way into the beta? Keep your ears open all month long as new opportunities to get in pop up. For more on Starhawk, keep your eyes on IGN.com.